Students, we have attached the drawer front onto the drawer. Okay, it's ready to come out of the clamps. As you can see, I've got a hodgepodge of clamps on there. I need to get some more C-clamps. That would work best. When we use a C-clamp, we want to protect the front, right, with a scrap piece so it doesn't dent the front, a highly visible front of our project, front of the drawer. So we'll take the clamps out. Over here in our cabinet, I did glue in our supports for our cabinet guides, right? We talked about that last time, that we needed to keep our cabinet guide straight as it came back. We needed a support here the same thickness as what we have on our face frame in front. So that's what that support's for. It's glued in there. Okay, that's what the clamps are. We can go ahead and take the clamps off. We talked about last time putting in a spacer so our cabinet guides are, see how it's raised in front, and we had to raise it in the back, and then our drawer slid nice without any issues. So let's take the drawer front clamps off, put my GoPro on here, and see how we do. See if this thing still fits in there nicely. Then we're ready to put our knob on. And our back is what I want to accomplish today. Then all we need to do is our finishing steps. I want you to notice, very important, I've had students mess up in the past by centering the drawer front onto the drawer. It's not centered, is it? See this space and this space? Not centered, okay? What we had to do is put the drawer in to the cabinet and then mark where the drawer front was going to touch the drawer. I showed that on the last video. But yeah, look at that. Very nice. We're ready for our last knob. Let's put that on. And then we'll put the back on. We'll cut the back to size, and then all we got left is filling and sanding. We do still have the cove bit to router on the front edge. I'll have to take the doors off for that. I'll show you that in a video as well. All right, so for our knob, we just need it centered. Okay, matter of fact, I'm going to put it in and mark it in our spot. Let's make sure it lines up with the seam of the doors. So we've got about 20 7/8 the way I'm measuring it from edge to edge, so it'd be 10 7/16, right? Here we go. I can get my tape measure to cooperate. Okay, and then in this direction we've got 4 1/4, so let's go 2 1/8. That should be very close to being our spot right there. Measure twice, cut once, right? 10 1/4, yeah. Wait a second, that's 7. What am I doing here? 20 7/8 would be 10 7/16. So early in the morning, don't know if I've got my thinking cap on all the way. Yeah, that's better from I wasn't measuring correctly. Huh. We're gonna use a square as well and make sure, but if I'm measuring correct, it would be more like right there. And here somewhere. Okay, let's make sure. Let's put a framing square on it and project our line a little better. Yeah, I like our first mark the best. Yep. Let's go off of that. Lines up with our seam of the doors. Okay, once again, double checking this way. About 4 1/4, so 2 1/8. That is our mark. Let's use a scratch awl so our bit doesn't wander on us as we're drilling. They have a tendency to move and not be accurate, so it should bite real good there. Okay, we're gonna go drill it, and we're gonna go through gentle, right? Because I don't want it to splinter out on the back side, so let's try it nice and easy. Straight down as we can. Nice and easy. Okay, see how we did. Not too bad. We could maybe have clamped a sacrificial board on the inside so it wouldn't splinter out at all. That's a possibility. Now, here's, I had it on drill torque, right? And I used a bit that is just a little bit bigger than the shank of the screw. We fit it in there, and it's going to be short because of the drawer front thickness. So we're going to have to countersink it, aren't we? So I've got a bit here that's the size of the head of the screw. And we're going to take it down the thickness of our drawer front. That should do it. Got to be careful that it wants to as I was drilling it out, it was wanting to pull it down faster than I wanted to go. Okay, fitting through that way. There we go. All right, let's put our knob on there. Gonna need something to push with. Need to get me a screwdriver. All right, that's not tight, but it'll work for now. All right, so there is that. We need to put our back on, and I'm going to put the back on temporarily. Typically for the back, we would glue it and put staples in along the edges and where we hit the bottom and the web. Okay, the top web and the middle web. So we would secure it that way. But for now, I'm just gonna put a few brads in once we get it cut. Got it over here at the table saw. For width, I did have to change the dimension from the plan because our bit was a little bit bigger for cutting our rabbet, okay, into the sides. So it made our part a little bit bigger. So I've got it set up here. I need to get it at, what did I do with my tape? I'm always putting my stuff down. Need to cut it at 23 5/8. Okay, looks good. I've got my my blade height set. Let's do it. I'm watching the fence. Want to keep it tight to the fence. Finger 6 inches. Push it till it drops. All right, so I don't have a machine. I guess we could cut this on the table saw. You know, it's cross-cutting technically, but not necessarily, because our grain for the other materials runs every which way, right? So